Hey guys, Koji Blaze here, and welcome back to episode 12 of my mobile Minecraft survival series. Today, after conquering the Nether in the last episode, the fortresses, we're going to start my base. Finally, because this storage is really becoming a hindrance and such just a tight little spot that I don't really want to be using anymore. So what we're going to do today is we're gonna go and start my under ocean base out that way. I have the center coordinate from where I started last time, so that will be our base point. First things first, put this on. Now, I'm gonna need a chest boat for moving sand. Now, my rule against chests, as you know, I don't usually like using them, but in this case, it's only going to be really temporary while I'm building the basic shape. If not, I'd have to make multiple trips just for the sand alone. So that's why I'm doing this. Drop that back in here. Now, the beach is not far from here, so for once, I'm just gonna run there. And probably only gonna take about a minute. I already moved the campfires at ground level. You see them after having a few nests that are empty, but I'll set that back up better later. For now, am I leaving? Yes, I am. Alright, guys. It's almost nighttime. I'm gonna go sleep first. So I'm gonna pause here and then we'll catch up back at morning again. Okay, we're back just past these again. And now you can already see the ocean just up ahead. That's where the beach is. Takes a long time if you take the shoreline, but if you cut along just by the pond here, it doesn't take very long at all. We're approaching it here now. Creeper holes. You can see some of the area I was playing around. So this whole entire beach area I dug out with iron shovels that I got from my zombie spawner drown farm. So you can see it's all left to sandstone all the way back there. And this is my little area I made for safe smelting and such. Now the thing is to get our sand, whatever we can carry, and I'll go set up the boat and fill it up. And then we're gonna head on out and get started. Okay. Chest boat in. No, I didn't want to get in it. Go ahead. There we go. You gotta crouch to open it. Okay. So we'll fill this up. Alright guys, we're back at the boat. And I heard a Bran. Where's he to? Not that close to matter. Alright. And at least with a chest boat, no mobs can jump in it with you. Now, head to the coordinates of where my base was before, which is a decent ways this way from here. I might just skip some of this travel. Alright, we're here. Well, almost exactly. Negative 2121 and negative 69 is the exact center of my previous two. So I'm going to go down and drop a block and build a column up at our center, and we can start from there. 21, 7, 68, 69. Let's call them up. Now, we can hop up here, and I can think for a second. Last time, I had an 11 diameter cylinder glass around here, but I think I want to go a little larger this time. Maybe 13, maybe 15. So this 13, that's minus the one center, that's 12, 6 on either side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that one placed on the kelp. 5, 6. I do have respiration, but I don't have aqua infinity. And that's going to be a problem here for getting that extra glass back easily. Well, what about if I sneak? Yeah, that'll work. And break those. There we go. Those glass pieces should eventually work their way back up to me. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where's my glass? Let's kill. Did it all go down to the bottom? Or am I using the wrong pick? Of course, I was using my fortune picks, so those glass just disappeared. Sorry about that. So we're gonna take this one off for now, because we don't want to keep making that mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, oh. I just smacked the boat. No, I need to push it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be 13 wide if I don't go wider than that. So we'll fill in the sand in this area first. This next part is probably going to be a little slow. Oh, wowzers! Hey, get out of here! Wow, what a surprise attack! Did he drop his Oh, and it's becoming nighttime too, and I didn't bring a bed with me. I didn't think he dropped his trident. And I don't have a bed. So this is basically what I'm going to do to fill it in. Just keep placing blocks like this until the stand stacks all the way up. Like that. And then once I get it all filled in, I can cover around the outside and with glass so that no water can run in, and then we can remove all the sand. It's becoming nighttime, but I already slept, so I should be fine for now. I'm just gonna stop talking now and grind through a couple stacks of sand here. Now, I leave for 13 blocks on each stack facing 5 wide. So I make those edges first, and then I'll start filling in between those 5 wide diagonal, there'll be 3 other blocks, or 5 wide chicken, 3 blocks in diagonal, maybe 4 in those 40 seconds. So this is what it's multiple ones. But I like secrets, maybe use stuff, and not every video, new record this last one here. Right, so yeah, you see this part of my house, way. Now, I believe for a proper 13 wide cylinder, each flat face needs to be 5 wide. So I'm going to make those edges first, and then I'll start filling in, because in between those 5 wide diagonal, there will be 3 other blocks, or the 5 wide straight section, there will be 3 other blocks in a diagonal, maybe 4, connecting those 4 main sections. It's a little bit slower like this because I can't place it in multiple spots at once. But if I lay out all the shape first, it'll be easier to place the central stuff and not have to redo anything, because that would be a pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the last line for here. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and either speed up this next part or montage until we get a little bit further into it. Yes, just here, we'll make a line for our cylinders. One good now though, the one where it is break outside that block and fill those angles. There, so. Oh, now this one has on up, and I'll show you some patterns. When you try this sample that. Look at it, you forget it, just go where you want. Down, and make sure you break it up. Now, pick it up. Okay guys, so this here will make the basic outline for our cylinders. What I'm going to do now though, before we go any further, is break the very outside glass block and fill in those sand gaps. There, so. Oh, now this one has on up, and I'll show you some patterns. When you try this sample that. Look at it, you forget it, just go where you want. Down, and make sure you break it up. Now, pick it up. There, just like so. Oh, now this one has kelp climbing up, and I'll show you just what happens when you try to place sand over kelp. Did it break it? It used to break. Yeah, it did. See? It just ends up breaking the block. So we're going to have to go down and make sure we break said kelp. Now, we can fill it up. Right, now that that's done, I'm just going to take this square on each side and start working my way from there. Should make things as easy as possible. Alright, now that I got that much done, I'm just going to replicate this square on each side and start working my way out from there. Should make things as easy as possible. Right, now I got that on. I'm going to do these last hand this way. Alright, now that we got that much done, I'm going to remove these 8 pieces of glass and fill in this little section. Alright, we got that much done. I must say, this rain is actually kind of calming while I'm doing this whole thing. Now, where can I go next to make I guess straight against any of these glass walls will make it so that I'm not out towards those corners. It is only 3 blocks apart. I can now confirm. Just as well to get rid of. Try not to talk when I'm jumping in and out of water because that's a bit loud. Uh, I'm just checking to see what kelp we got in between all these walls because I'm going down here now. It's just as well for me to go around the circle and get it all. Nope, wrong thing. Get into it. Respiration 3 is great. I don't have to rush as much down here. I don't know if the seagrass actually matters, but those two. What was that sound? Okay. Holy cow. So much floating kelp. Alright, we're gonna throw a stack of that out that way. Stays clear what we're doing. I'll just try to pick up most of this and then throw it away so it's not in our way. I don't want a lag spike from entities either. I've had that happen in my nether dig where turning the camera makes it very glitchy because of how many pieces of netherrack plus mobs I have around. And an ocean has lots of mobs from the tropical fish, especially here. Alright, I'm going to fill in now along these 3 on either side going out, and then I'll do the glass through the center of each one, and then we'll talk when I reach that phase. Okay, I just have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I want to do 13 by silver. I actually have to remove this inside layer sand and replace it with glass. Wait, I want to go 15 by silver. I go inside this with glass. I don't decide what I'm going to do yet. 13 already looks pretty yet. Wires don't actually go any bigger than this. The layer and then decide how it looks going up. So, I think I got medium. It is. I'm gonna say for tonight, but tomorrow might be last. Guys, I just thought about something. Hold on, let me count something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, if I want to do a 13 wide cylinder, I'm actually going to have to remove this outside layer of sand and replace it with glass. But if I'm going to do a 15 diameter cylinder, I can go outside of this with glass. I haven't fully decided what I wanted to do yet. 13 already looks pretty large. I don't know if I actually want to go any bigger than this. But let me get the rest filled in, and then we'll size up how it looks when we're done. So I think I'm medium. It is. I'm gonna say for tonight, but tomorrow might be last. Somebody close the doors. Somebody close the water. Okay, now I'm gonna start filling these corner staples. Uh-oh, I think it's becoming night again. It is. I think I'm safe for tonight, but tomorrow I'm gonna have to leave and go back and sleep. Somebody close the doors. Somebody close the water. Okay, now I'm gonna start filling these corner staples. Jumpins, what was that noise? Sounded like an explosion underwater. Okay, now I'm gonna start filling these corners outwards, and I might do a little more jumps here because this is taking quite a bit of time. I don't want to bore anybody too much. Alright, that's another layer out done. I think once I fill in another layer, I might be pretty close to done. And I'm thinking this is already big enough, so I might have to go and replace the outside edges with glass, which is gonna take a while. Should have thought about that when I was laying it out, but I kind of miscalculated a little bit. So, just a little bit more work for me. All right, I'm gonna. Okay, guys, there's still one more layer to go in there, but that's actually, since I'm going to be removing this last strip for glass, then actually this is the right layout to put the glass in against this, except for this outside edge, which I'm going to have to remove. And without Aqua Affinity, it's going to be annoying. But I'm going to have to try to do it as much as I can from up here. There's only 23 layers, I think, down. So it's not that huge amount. So that means we actually got all the sand done. So, open here. And put all this back. Now, since today is day 3, since I've left and slept, that means tonight we're going to get phantoms. So, to prevent that ahead of time and getting jumped, I'm going to head back to base and sleep and switch out my sand for glass, and then I'll meet you guys back out here again. Alright, guys, I'm back. I had to make a run back over to the beach again to get more glass because I didn't have enough stored here, and it's still daytime, so I just grabbed a bed and we're gonna head on back out to the base. It's not actually that far either. It's only between here and the beach, so I might just leave this little travel in and show you guys one time how I get there by boat for now until I unlock elytra travel. Oh, I should have brought a water breathing potion with me. That would have made things a lot easier. But like they say, hindsight is 2020. Now, where are we going? No, no, no. Wrong direction. Not even going in the right direction. Oh, there's a guy with a trident behind me. There we go. Just leave it to me to go the wrong way on a place that I've traveled 100 times before. And it's coming nighttime at basically the perfect time. I can just get in here, sleep, and then work away. Bed down. Barrel down. Alright, let's get the night through. Now, I need my shovel. And we're gonna remove as many of those. Actually, I should. Will work better. No, that's too deep. But the effect of water flowing is going to make that hard. Right, that plan kind of failed. Flowing water makes that too hard. So I'm just going to do it. Oh, of course, now it stops flowing. That'll work here. I'll be able to get one lower. I guess I will on this side too. All I thought I had to do was actually wait for the flow to equalize. And then move in. Yep, that's better. I must have started the first one in the middle or something. And this one I'll do up here. Okay, that's two of them. I'll probably skip doing that to the last two, and we'll come back to me placing some glass. Uh-oh. Whew. Right, that was a bit of a little emergency situation there. Tried to come after me, and I don't know if I hit him or not. If I did, he'll try to come after me too. Right. Back to what I was doing before he decided to attack me. Okay. I'm just gonna pick up all this extra sand and poke it back into the boat for now. Actually, I got a barrel. So we'll leave that in there. Now I can start with sand placement. This is gonna be annoying. Actually, I should dig those sods down all the way before I worry about placing more. Alright, I might speed this up or cut some of it. Maybe not. I had drown coming. They're gonna be annoying to deal with. Respiration helps greatly though. Oh, getting close. Right. Breath reset. Let's go in again. Alright, that's one side completely cleaned up. Now we gotta do it to another three sides before we can place it into the glass. So I'm gonna pause it there, and I'm gonna clean up those other sides, and then we'll get back to it again. Alright guys, I got all the extra sand removed from those ledges now. And now we get to do the other annoying part of getting the glass up around. I guess the fastest way I know how to do that is just do straight stacks. Look at that drowned over there. Alright, let's go down and see if I can get it done before he gets me. Yep, he had no chance. Oh, look how much better I can see now. Come on up. Oh, now you're running away again. Yeah, take that. Alright, I gotta take care of these couple guys. You're gonna come right up. Got you. Where's the other one? Ah, it's always so hard to judge their reach. And the kelp gets in the way too. Do I hear another one? Alright. Shouldn't be close enough to matter. Alright guys, I gotta go ahead and repeat that exact process on all four sides. So I'm gonna pause the video there and I'll get back to you when I get all those sides completed. Okay guys, that's all four sides of the flat glass done here now. Well, I just gotta place a couple more here to finish off this side. Now I got to do 1, 2, 3 stacks in each of these corners, and then I'll have the whole outside done. I got a lot faster doing it after doing those too. Just watch this. Now I can really easily just get them ripped off really quickly. Zip down here. Pop up, top them off. That's one side done, just like that. Alright, I'm going to pause there and quickly rip up the other side so we can finally start the next phase of this construction project. Trident user. Ah, the grass. We got him though. No trident. Alright. I didn't know what was going to happen there, so I had to start up the recording again. We're almost done anyway, so I'll just leave it running now. We got to deal with this guy first. Alright, now we can finish. Actually, I don't like how that's up on a raised lot of sand, so we're gonna take that one out, and we'll glass from here. Okay, there, and there. Now, technically, this should be our 15 wide cylinder. So I'm gonna stand in, where's our center? Right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 wide cylinder. That's what I meant, not 15. So that's exactly what we want. Now, it's becoming night, so just as well to sleep. Now, phase 2, excavation. We're gonna pick up this bed. And I shouldn't have placed that barrel yet, because I'm just going to need to pop all that stuff in here. Oh, well, I didn't need near as much glass as I thought I would. Well, better to have too much than not enough. I'm a little overestimated on the sand, too. Okay, can throw that away. Okay. Now, here's the plan. I'm gonna dig my way straight down. Alright, we're on solid ground. Now, oh, now I don't need to use my soft touch anymore. 1, 2, 3. So I'm in the very corner now. So I can go that way, and I can go this way. So instead of digging all this sand up, I'm going to use like the torch method, except I don't use torches, so we're going to use a lantern. But it should do the same job. Yep, it does. That turns out absolutely perfect. So we do that. That's excellent. Okay. I'll add 2 more, and just drop these 2 layers. That's so satisfying. I got to drop a good many layers though before they're all done. That's under the glass. We're gonna go this way now. One, two, three. Let's drop these bad boys. The only thing, I am gonna run out of sand storage space before too long. And I'll eventually want to replace those pieces of sand with glass, maybe, or maybe I'll just leave it like that. I haven't quite decided yet. Oh, look at that, underwater already. Yeah, that was the one problem I dealt with here is a lot of underwater cave stuff. You know, part of my playstyle, deal with stuff that's harder to deal with. I'll just fill it as we go for now. Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video there and continue dropping some more of this sand until we get a little bit cleared out, and then I'll join back up with you again. Alright, see you in a few. Alright guys, I'm almost halfway across it, but I figured this would look pretty satisfying, so I wanted to jump back on and try it. A full line. Oh, missed. Wowzers. Destroyed it so quickly. But my inventory is almost full. No, not quite. Alright, we're doing good. Should have brought some scaffolding with me, because now I'm going to have to tower up out of here when I leave. But, this recording is going to come in a bit long, so I'm going to have to cut it off there, and I'll finish clearing all of this sand, and then we'll pick up from there and finish off the episode. Alright, see you in a little bit. And we're back. So I get finished digging out that area and come back here to bring all the extra items I didn't need back here. And then I remembered I wished I had scaffolding while I was there. So we're going to come up here to the little bamboo forest I have started. Grab a few and cross this outer edge. I love that sound. Yeah, should be more than enough. There we go. Alright, go and make that scaffolding. Oh, I got enough for a couple, or more than a stack. 2 stacks. Alright, string can go back there. And I only need really 1 stack scaffolding, so I can throw that in there. Alright, I got rid of the chest boat too for now, because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to board on and head on back over, and we'll finish up. And also, I got a little mistake to show you that we'll fix right quick. Alright, see you. Okay, here we are. And as you can see, I have all the sand removed and a couple layers of cobblestone removed as well, because one of the sides has really, the side the bed and the barrels on has low sand, so I had to go a bit lower to start the room. And it's going to get annoying because the bottom goes lower that way, so I'm going to have to construct part of the roof of the room out of glass as I'm going, because I'm going to poke out of there. But the thing I noticed, I double checked circle generator to see exactly how you do a 13 diameter circle, and I'm very close, except this center block in the 3 diagonal isn't supposed to be there, and there's supposed to be a line right here and a line right here. So I'm gonna do this side right quick and show you what I'm talking about. Those explosion sounds always freak me out. I think it's the Nautilus's, though, jet propulsion, that makes that noise. So that's supposed to be like that. Yeah, it's supposed to be long side, and 2 this way, and 2 this way, and then the other long side, like that. And then this one can be removed, but make sure I use silk touch. So we're going to dig our way down here. And now I'm going to have to remove this new line. Back to fortune. Alright, there we are. Okay, that looks better, I guess. I don't know if it actually does, but that's what the generator says, so we're going to go with that for now. Now, scaffolding. I'm going to go up from here. Pop up a bunch. That's not enough, but I'll travel up anyways. Oh, one too many. There we go. Alright, we're back up to the main level. There. Alright, we can quickly fix these other couple sides. It won't take me very long. This whole process, though, took a lot longer getting started than I initially intended. I was hoping to get the actual storage area itself started, but looks like we're not going to get to do much with that this episode, so that might have to be pushed off until the next episode. Now, I'll do all the water parts first, and then I'll just break the glass after. drop down. Oh, break the seagrass. I'm not sure if the block would replace the seagrass, or if it would sit on top of the seagrass. Maybe it would replace the small ones. Let's see. Yeah, it replaces the small ones, but the tall ones, the too tall, it would sit on top of it, not make it to the bottom. Yeah, there we go. There's another side done. And then when we get this done and the glass cleared out, I'll show you how we're going to start the layout of the rooms for storage. And that'll probably be it for today's episode. And there's only one more side to go after this. Jumpins', that was loud. Holy cow. Come on. Oh, that's all the sides. Alright. Silk touch. Yep. Alright. Break this quickly. Right, that completes my so little bit what was that? That was yeah, okay. That was good. That's I'm not exactly sure what it was. I think we're happy with it at this point. The far side looked too flat, a little circular. I don't know. Maybe coming out you do this other. I put everything else on the same. This side. So anyway, hard this one. Alright, might as well first. There we go. I think I'll hard that. No, hard that's what I do. Do this probably down, I'll replace it back with something after. So yeah, I want 3 wide, go down into the room. We're gonna step down. And now we're just gonna expand it from here. 3 volume wide. Are we those? Just 4, 5, and 6. And 7. Oh wait, we got them. Yeah. Alright, that completes my so-called cylinder. Doesn't look that cylindrical though. Those 5, I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. Holy cow! That was really close. But as I was saying, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this cylinder yet. I don't think I'm quite happy with it at this point. The 5 sides, I think, look too flat to make it look circular. I don't know. Maybe tell me in the comments what you would do with this cylinder. Now, before that, where's my lowest point of salmon? This side. So, I can't go any higher than this point. Oh, yeah. Might as well pop out a light source. There we go. Yeah, I can't go any higher than that. I already messed up what I wanted to do. I'll have to do this with cobble right now, and then I'll replace it back with something after. So, yeah, I only want it 3 wide to go down into the room. So we're going to step down. And then our room is going to expand out from here. 3. I want it to be 9 wide, I believe it was. So it's 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Oh boy, we got problem now. There. Before, I think I used I don't remember what I used for the ceiling. I think I used cobble and then covered it in sand to hide it for the early parts. So I don't remember using glass this far back in the room, but maybe I did. So that's 8 wide. So I gotta go one wider here. Alright, that's our 9 wide. So this is gonna be one of our rooms. Like that. Why do I keep throwing that shovel? What is going on? I'm not even doing that. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to pause the recording and save and quit and see what's happening, because that is the weirdest thing ever. Okay, whatever it was, a quick reset seemed to do it, and my shovel isn't randomly dropping itself anymore. So as I was saying, that's the start of the first room. And I'm going to make each room, do I want blocks across here and just have it too high and step down? Not sure yet. We'll see when I get it done. Oh yeah, we're going to run into a underwater situation right here right away. That's going to be a bit annoying, but we can deal with it. I have respiration this time, so. Didn't mean to put that one there. There we go. So yeah, this one is probably, yeah, it's going to be way under the ground, but that's still going to give me trouble because of the underwater cave. Yeah, that way too. Just, how big is this section? Not that big. But, yeah, I stepped down there from that side. So, I'm going to go down here. And then, do I stay that height? Yes, I did. So I stayed that height, and we went 9. So we're at 3, and we gotta go 3 each direction. This side might be easier. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. 1, 2, 3. So that's the basic layout of how my storage rooms are going to start. I'm going to have 1 in each direction, and this is going to be my main central hub, which I'm still not sure I really like it yet. But that was a good start. We got the entrance started and the layout of the room started. And next episode, we get those rooms finished digging out, start laying out all the storage, and possibly start digging out the space below for the actual base. This is just the storage area. The whole base will be below that. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.